super excited today to have Dr. Joe Kasper here with us. He's just moved to the Villages, so also we're welcome him to the Villages. He just moved this last week. So Dr. Joe Kasper is a nutrition master and exercise psychologist for the last 37 years. We all know as we grow older, we increase our risk of falling and our balance isn't what it used to be. So Joe's going to talk about safe, scientific, and effective exercise protocols that don't take hours in the gym. Who's for that? Me. Diets required, and no diets that are required to follow. So it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Joe Kasper.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling this morning?
Pretty good.
Very good. Let's try it again. How are you?
Great.
Oh, it sounds much better. I'm honored to be here. So excited to be part of the Villages now. It's amazing how I wound up being here because a month ago, this wasn't supposed to happen. And in life, things happen when you don't expect them. Am I correct? All because of family, friends, people on my paper route as a child said, Joe, you gotta come visit. I'm like, all right. Came in for 6 days, and I go, I deserve to be here. And that was it. And I got a house and everything. I'm all set. I'm very, very happy, excited. And I wanted to come here also to speak on health, to empower you to go to another level. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be interactive. We're going to have an exercise portion of this presentation as well. But beforehand, I want to share some information with you, because when you leave here, my objective is one thing. You feel better about yourself, and you increase your chances of living longer. Does that make sense? Okay, so, I'm 56 years young, very blessed to be here. I've had 11 surgeries. You can't tell, I used to be a minor league baseball player. And I've torn and broken everything in my body, somehow, some way. But I've always figured out a way how to recover. My last surgery, I tore my hamstring August 29th of 2021, not even a year yet. Major surgery September 22nd, I almost died during the surgery, I almost bled out. I told the orthopedic surgeon in New Jersey, I said, I will heal better than guys on the New York Giants. He goes, Joe, you won't. And I looked him in the face and I said, I've been told my whole life what I can't do. Watch what happens. He said, you'll be on crutches for 4 weeks. It was 4 days. It's about being relentless, not giving in. And I did heal quicker than the guys in the Giants. He said, how did you do this? Because my exercise protocol, my nutrition protocols are different than most. I'm not going to stand for the status quo, and neither should you. So as we age, and we can age gracefully, who says everything has to hurt? Is there in the rule book, I have to be in pain when I get older, when I walk around like this? You don't have to. But people accept that. I refuse to accept that. Both my parents aren't here anymore, and I had great parents. How many people have great, wonderful parents? Is that a blessing?
Yes.
Which I'm sure makes you guys wonderful grandparents, right? Yeah. May 17th, 1996, I get a phone call from my brother. Daddy had a massive stroke. I'm living in Virginia at the time. He goes, bring your black suit. And I remember exact words I said to him. No, I will not. He'll make it. And I got the lecture. Grow up, face the facts. No one's going to tell me how to live. No family member, no friend, no one. And I did this, it helped me to cope. Does that make sense? And when my dad was in the bed in Staten Island University Hospital, you guys know Staten Island?
Yeah.
Brooklyn, the Bronx? Okay. And the doctor said he has maybe 48 hours to live. And I said, no chance. My dad is in the bed here. I'm over here. My brother's over there. My brother, and it's okay, he did nothing wrong. I'll explain what he did, what I did. My brother goes, Dad, it's okay to let go, it's okay to pass on. And I'm over here going, fight, fight, fight. Keep pushing, don't ever quit. He lived 4 more years. There are no accidents. And I had a mindset is, I'm going to get him well. I don't know how, I don't know where, but I will. And when people said to me, I walked into the waiting room with a whole bunch of family and friends, like 35 people, and I said, he'll make it, I guarantee it. My mom's best friend at the time had the following statement to me. She goes, who are you to play God? I said, I just did. There's a chapter in the New York Times best-selling book, Open Life Lessons. Get that book. I'm in there with my dad. The title of the chapter, I Played God. And when he was paralyzed, because he lived a couple more days, the doctor said he's going to be a vegetable. No, he won't. I made a promise to myself. A year later, I said, I want my father to walk during the opening day of my baseball season the following year in 1997 and throw out the first pitch for the league. I told us the league commissioner because he knew my dad. He goes, Joe, listen, if it happens, sure, but he's like, listen, this is impossible. I said, Rich, don't you tell me what's impossible. Don't you dare. A year later, he was walking and throwing out that first pitch. I worked with him when I worked with him. And when the doctors were doubting me, I said, don't you do this. Don't you dare. So I'm sick and tired of people telling seniors what they can't do. Are you guys with me? I'm very passionate about this. This is true to my heart. My dad lived 4 more years. I was blessed to have him. And I was able to take him to a Met game, but I rehabbed him every day. See, the key was one-on-one. You get that? One-on-one, the proper kind of rehab and therapy. The physical therapy in the nursing home stunk. Awful. You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay? You got 4 therapists and 100 patients. Garbage. I would take my dad out of the nursing home and bring him to a rehab pool and do rehab with him, and they go, you don't have permission. I said, I gave myself permission. Go ahead, call the cops. Go right ahead. Do that if you want. I got him better and better and better, and we finally got him home. And I see people, they get older, they wind up dying in a nursing home, right? I don't want that for myself. I don't. I'm sorry, but the nursing homes do the best job they can do. How good is the food, guys? Terrible, right? Yeah. It's not easy, but when you have one-on-one care, you can make miracles happen. And now I want to spend some time talking about how to go to the next level. How many people here like to walk every day? Raise your hand. How many people here walk with really good posture? Excellent. Now, you're kind of tall, ma'am, aren't you? Can you stand up, please?
You gotta single me out.
Yes, is that okay? Can you walk towards me? Yes! Excellent. And your name is? Kenny. Dr. Joe, nice to meet you. You look very tall and strong. And most people your height, they don't walk well. You walk great.
Well, I want to see a spine specialist and I'm going.
That's smart. Thank you.
Spoke here.
Did he? Okay. But I like it. You had a great energy about you. That's why I brought you up here. Yes, for sure. Thank you so much. So a lot of people, like I know I'm an athlete. I'm sure that I'm 5'8" barely, and as a ball player, I'm looking up to everyone. I have really good posture. I see the guy 6'3", 6'4", slumping over, right? Now she's a very tall woman, but she has incredible posture because she works on it, right? Yeah. So when I see people this morning at 7:30 walking in my neighborhood, and they're walking, and like, I'm like, to myself, we can fix this. We can. How many people here like to work out and lift weights? Okay. What if I can show you a way to lift weights, get strong, without getting injured and increase your bone density? Would you be interested? I have that available. We're going to talk about that. We are going to talk about it. Most of the things we do in life require that you have muscular strength and endurance. Let me explain. You guys ever carry packages? Yes? They're heavy sometimes, right? From Costco. I mean, anyone shop here at Earth Fair?
I do.
Yes! Now we're talking.
Yes.
All right, I'll see you guys at beautiful, okay, Earth Fair. And those packages are heavy, that organic stuff, right, isn't it? Yeah. And we have to bend and do the laundry, all these different things. We need muscular strength. But what does society say? Walk on the treadmill all day long. Right? And how are we walking on the treadmill? You ever see people do it in the gym? Right? Our bodies are made to be strong. Who remembers Jack LaLanne? You guys like him? Love that guy. Lived to be 96. He strength trained in the water with free weights, machines, bands, everything. He was relentless. Now, I'm not saying you have to be relentless, but imagine if we can make some improvements. Maybe our posture's better, we feel better, things don't hurt as much. But here's what I see. I see people in the gyms either don't train enough or overtrain, right? When that trainer's going, one more rep, and he's pushing you, and you tear your shoulder, not good. The issue is this is, we can age gracefully. We can. And I'm here today just to empower you and show you things that you can do that are going to make you better. Feel better, look better, be able to play with your grandkids. Any great-grandmothers here? Great-grandfathers here? Okay, that's excellent. It's a blessing to have them, right? But isn't it nice to have energy, right? That you're not exhausted all the time? So we can definitely make some gains, but I will tell you this, there's no magic pill. It does not exist. It does not. If you're looking for a quick fix, like a magic diet or some kind of thing I can do, once in a while, no. In life, it takes work. But it doesn't have to be overbearing, right? And you guys play sports here? Name the sports you guys play here. Pickleball? Golf? Anything else?
Water volleyball.
Water volleyball? Bowling? How would you like to increase your performance? Is that something that looks good to you, right? Play better, feel better, perform another level? It can happen. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yes, sir.
You take vitamins,
Yes, I do.
a certain brand because of a certain reason.
I'm a professional vitamin formulator as well. I formulate vitamins like no one on this earth. And actually, there's going to be another lecture, by the way. But yes,
Fish oil and all.
not fish oil, no, because fish oil is tainted. But what I'm going to do is actually at the end, I will talk about that privately with some people, but the stuff that I put in my body, the food and the vitamins, I need to know where it comes from. And again, like I said, the other lecture, I'm going to go in detail, intimate detail, on how vitamins and supplements should be formulated and what really goes on. Yes, ma'am?
Do you drink alcohol?
No, I don't.
What is your favorite drink?
Water.
I guess you're probably water with lemon, yeah. Yeah. And the reason I don't drink is I never liked it. When I was an athlete, people drank a lot. I never really liked it. I'm like, this doesn't taste good. I don't feel good. And that's it. That's my choice. Now, plenty of my friends do, okay? And what I do is I'm there for them as a friend. But most of my friends, they're not getting drunk every second. I don't tell people what to do unless they ask me or they want to hire me. Because it's not my job to say, here's how you should live your life, right? Make sense? Now, my mom, she rest in peace, was the greatest lady. Loved her to death. In fact, we had a show called the Ma and Dr. Joe Show. When she would swear, sales went up. A lot of fun. And I never told her what to do. Because I would have got, I can't repeat what would have happened.
What do you drink beside water?
What?
What do you drink beside water?
I drink protein shakes made from goat protein that I formulate.
Tea, coffee?
No. Do I need any? What do you think? You guys think I need any? Yes, no, no? No. But, there's good and bad in everything. The thing with the food is, I can't really get in this lecture, but it's okay, we'll sidetrack. Whatever food you put in your body, even coffee, how it was made matters. Same with vitamins. The stuff you put in your body makes such a difference. So coffee isn't coffee, chicken isn't chicken, yogurt isn't yogurt. How it was made is what really matters, sir. And I think it's critically important. And they don't talk about that in medicine. I have a number of medical doctor friends. I'm not an MD, I'm a PhD, but a number of my medical doctor friends, they get my stuff. They hire me because they need help. And they're busy, they're surgeons, whatever, but they said, we don't have good diets. I go, why not? And he goes, because we're not taught. It's part of what we do. So we all need someone to guide us. Does that make sense? And I appreciate your question, by the way. I'm gonna get a sip of water here because
Vegetables, organic?
for me or for you?
Matter?
What?
Organic vegetables? You go to a specific farm?
Well, I just got here 4 days ago. And guess what? Oh, I found the farm. You know I did. Sawgrass, right? Did I say it right?
Grown. Village is grown.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you.
There's bountiful farms too.
I bought a bunch the other day, yeah. But see, that works for me. In other words, if someone says organic matter, it all depends what you want to do, sir. And I think it makes a difference. I feel that some people think it's a scam. I don't, because now I went over to that farm. I saw what they do. I saw it had the greenhouse was great. I was impressed.
But it's all grown chemicals.
There's no, there's no chemicals. Hydroponic, there's no chemicals.
Well, hydroponic is chemicals.
No, it's not.
Okay, I need an education.
No, what happens, they're growing everything on stanchions, right, okay?
Yeah.
And they have water, but there's no, the water's not, there's no chemicals in the water. Yes,
Well, did you ask what they put in the water to give more nutrition to the plants?
they told me the only thing they put in there was some organic minerals, that's what they told me. Is there anything else? Because I'm new here, so maybe you can educate me.
I don't know, I wondered, I've never had a tour
Yeah,
over there.
well, I forced my way to a tour the other day, I just walked
Lucky
in.
you.
Yeah, but the guy is in charge, I have his number, I'm gonna call him, and if you can take my number, and I'll get you information. And that's good.
Get us a group tour.
I can do that. Okay. Whatever's allowed, I will talk to him. I have his number. All right? So, where were we? Okay. So, in terms of getting strong, I want to see you guys be stronger and have better posture. Feel better. And be better at your sports, be better at your grandkids. So, I'm going to do some demonstrations today. Is that okay? Here's the first thing I want to do is, can everyone please stand up? Step forward a little bit. Hands out of your pockets. Okay. Take your cards out. Yeah, plenty of stuff. My dad did the same thing. He always had his, bring back a nice memory. Okay. So if I ask you right now to stand on one leg, don't do it yet. Could you do that while looking at me? Go ahead. Oh, I'm impressed that's a tree pose for you. Okay. And you know what? It's okay if you can't. So what happens is, it's okay. Then you have some assistance. Go ahead, now stand on one leg. There you go. Okay. Now, isn't it difficult to do this without looking at your feet?
No.
It's not. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Well, for you, yeah. See, right. So to me, this is normal. This is natural. This is natural. Some of my other friends, they have to look down. You put your foot down. Thank you guys. The human body is made to move, number one. That's a fact. It's made to move. You ever see animals? Do they look at their feet? Does your dog look at his feet? Or the cat? They might lick their feet to clean them. That's different. But they're not looking at their feet. So I see people walking all the time like this. You ever see that? I go to a ball game, like, people like, wow. And then they'll tell me, there's nothing I can do. This is my situation, I'm stuck. And if they want to play the victim card, that's their business, but we can always be better. How many people here like going in the water? I love the water, even though I'm not built for it, I love it. Okay. How many people like to do rehab and exercise in the water? How many people have ever done that one-on-one with an aqua therapist? One-on-one, ever set up a class one-on-one. If you like a group class, imagine one-on-one. How much better would that be? Okay, that's some of the work that I do, by the way. My dad, when he had that stroke, I rehabbed him in the pool. And that's how we got a lot done. And even though he was missing a third of his brain, he wanted to get better. Somehow, I don't know how that happened, but it did. Okay. One more thing, if you guys would do this for me, close your eyes. Think for a second what a great body looks like. Being strong, being powerful. being able to perform on that pickleball court, breaking 80 in golf, having better energy now than you did 20 years ago, and actually believing it. Open your eyes, please. How do you feel? Good? Please have a seat. Thank you, sir. You guys feel better right now? How many people actually believe right now they can be better, stronger, and have more energy? And one last thing. What? Pretty? Yeah. Well, you're pretty already. And increase that bone density. Whoever hears about bone density all the time at this age, right? And mobility. One of the worst things for increasing bone density, or two things, is cow's milk, one, and calcium pills, two. They don't work because of the chemicals in the fillers. Your body is made to move and eat real food. And once you start living that, even a little better, you'll see results. Okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you guys my 22-minute workout. Okay? You give me 22 minutes, I'll give you your health. This program that I designed is a twice weekly strength training protocol that you can use bands, free weights, machines. You go really slow, no momentum, no acceleration, and you're going to burn fat and build muscle. How does that sound? But today you're going to get to try it. And you're going to feel what it's like to get your body stronger. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch this off too. Yeah, please. But I'm loud enough, see, I don't even need a mic, but it's okay. So when I was in graduate school, working on my master's thesis with my slow and my 22-minute workout system, and the professor in charge said, take it back? Okay. The professor said to me, he goes, this slow training stuff is not going to work. Another person doubting me. I looked him dead in the face and I said, if this study, this human study we're doing does not work, I will give you every penny back to the school for the scholarship, and I'll leave here. And then, there was a company out there called Hammer Strength. They make weight equipment. You ever heard of Hammer Strength? They're an offshoot of Nautilus, okay? And they found out about the study, and they sent me a check. Now, it was only $75, but again, I'm, 22 years old. That's, it was exciting. And this is 1990. And when I told my professor in charge of my program that I got paid already, he goes, I find that hard to believe, Joe. And I put the check right in his face. I go, here it is. Yeah. So people like to doubt, don't they? The next time someone puts their negative energy on you, don't accept it. Make sense? One of my friends said, he goes, how are you talking for this morning? I said, I don't know, but I'll keep going. I can speak for 10 hours. Whatever is necessary. He goes, how are you going to do that? I said, I've been speaking for 17 years. I know what I'm doing. And I told him, I said, if you're uncomfortable, because if it was you doing it, don't put that on me. Make sense? Okay. Are you guys ready for some fun?
Yep.
Okay. That's my first and my last one. So we're going to put these mats out here. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a couple different exercises where we're going to move the resistance real slow. So the key to all this stuff is when you move resistance slow with no momentum and no acceleration, you burn fat, you build muscle, you increase muscle endurance. So if you see people in the gym, they go like this all day long. They can do that all day long. However, if they move this way, much harder, right? And by going slow up and slow down, you're going to use your slow and your fast switch motor units and muscle fibers. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to have to put the mic down. So we have a ball right here. I'm going to give you guys a band each. You don't like the ball?
I like it.
There it is. So a simple demonstration on strength. I'm going to take this chair. Who here has ever carried furniture in their whole life? Lifted up furniture. Not easy, right? Okay. Muscle knows two things. It knows time and it knows load or resistance. Here's why. If you carry a couch up a staircase, you get tired, right? Who knows why you get tired? This is a test question. Yes, it is a test question.
It is heavy.
Right, it's heavy. Okay, what else? I'm sorry? Correct, expending energy. Your muscle knows two things. It knows time and it knows load. So because you carry that couch up the stairs for X amount of time, X amount of weight, you got tired, right? So the people in the gym who are doing all this stuff really quick, if they rest, they can do it all day long, right? You see people that do a set and then they sit there? I'd much rather you go really slow and go to the next exercise and burn more fat. So, if we take something like this, let's say, all right? We do something really simple. Actually, let me do it this way. All right. Put the band like this, ladies, if you can. Wrap it around your hands. So let's just do this 5 times. The speed doesn't matter for now. Just go 5. 1, 2, right? 3, 4, 5, right? You felt that a little bit? Okay. Now you could do that another 20, 30 times, right? Okay. Now let's try this. Do the same thing. Now I want you to go my speed. Watch how I'm doing it. All right? Just kind of mimic me if you can. Slow, 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 slow. Hold it. Come back to the same speed. Fight on the negative. Keep coming. Feeling a little more, right? And do it again. Slowly, slowly, slowly. No momentum, no acceleration. Hold it right there. Come back to the same speed on the negative. Keep coming back, coming back, coming back. And one more. Real slow. Pull down, you feel it? And bring it here. And relax. How does that compare with the first round we did? Much harder, right? Right, much more difficult. Make sense? Yeah. So now by taking out momentum and acceleration, using your muscle fibers, slow and fast twitch, and it's going to be much better for you. It's going to help bone density as well. This kind of protocol is proven to increase bone density through the roof. And I've done scientific studies with this for years and years and years. The bottom line, it works and makes sense. So you can do your entire workout that way. Example, let's say I want to work my abdominals. Can I take this off? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I have a t-shirt underneath, but thank you. Yeah, those days are long over. That's fun. Very funny. So,
Welcome to the villages.
I don't know what that means. Okay.
You will.
So now, any people here like to do abdominal work, right? Ab crunches? And you think if I do ab crunches, I'm going to get a flat stomach, right? Is that true? Why is it not true? Correct. Why is it not true? It's right, because the body takes off fat in areas it decides to. Now, there's some people their whole life have a six-pack, right? And you hate them, right? You guys hate those people, right? They do nothing all day, and then they have like, ripped abdominal cubes. Why? Genetics. Correct? And other people, not so much. Okay, so this is my manual, the 22-minute workout kit. Put my legs over here, and can you guys all see me? Stand up if you need to. Okay. Now the abdominals only flex for 30 degrees. That's this distance. Everything else is your low back, your rectus spinae, okay, or your hip flexors here. So people do this for sit-ups, right? All day long, nothing. But if we go really slow, can you hand me the purple band in your hand? You got the purple one. Thank you, Mary. Okay. So, people who get my 22-minute workout kit, in the manual, this is called 90-30 degree abdominal crunch. Why? My legs are about 90 degrees. Can you see this? Is this about 90? The abdominals only flex for 30 degrees. That's this much. So everything else, as I said, is going to be hip flexors or erector spinae. So I put this over this way. I tighten my abdominals. I don't suck my stomach, and I just tighten my abs, and I come up like this. And I'm really feeling it. And I come down, and I keep it tight the whole way. And I teach one set, 4 to 8 repetitions. That's one set, 4 to 8 repetitions. twice a week.
You saying 4 to 8?
That's right, 4 repetitions.
48.
Not 48, I know, it's my accent, right? 4 to 8. Not 48, no. 4 to 8, right.
Let's say I quit.
And I really feel it. Okay, now, what I want to do, who else in the audience would like to try this so it hasn't come up yet? Can I pick on someone? Nobody?
You wanna do it? Wanna try it?
I'll do it.
Come on, okay. What's your name?
Terry.
Terry, come on over, Terry. Put your legs over the wall. There you go. And if some of you guys have trainers, make sure your trainers are training you the right way and not overtrain you. Make sense? Or you're gonna get hurt.
Oh, Terry.
Are you nervous, Terry? Good. I'm nervous. No, that's a fit. I'm not nervous.
Oh, you're afraid I'm gonna be amazing?
I know you're gonna be amazing. I've been this here a couple times. And wrap on the other hand too. Put it behind your head. So when she does this exercise, put your hands out here. It's like, you know in the cartoon when you have the cloud over your head, right, and it follows you? So when you do this, the band goes with you. It doesn't go in front or behind, it has to follow you. Okay. Stretch it out a little bit here. Okay. Don't cross your legs. Bring it closer, bend. Okay. Now, when I say to go, I want you to lift from here. Hold on, not yet. Think the muscles you're using. Always think the abdominals, okay? And I want you to lift real slow and keep this really tight. Ready? Go slow. Go slow, slow, slow. Keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up. Feel it? Tight. Come down. Keep it tight the whole way. Put the band over your head a little more. And stretch it out further. We're going to do 3 in a row. Here we go. Ready? Go. Breathe. Breathe. Come on, come on, come on. Keep coming, keep coming. Hold right there. Come down the same speed. And go right up again, Terry. Go. Go. Go ahead. Go slow. Keep coming, keep coming. Hold right there. Hold it. Come on down. Give me one more. Really tight. Let's work that body. Ready? Go. Slowly, slowly. Come on. A little further, a little further, a little further. Hold. And come on down. Feel it? How is that different than other abdominal exercises that you've done in your lifetime? Okay. No, I'm talking other ones you've done. Other ones you've done. Different, right? So that intensity, but you feel good now afterwards, right? So when you're training really slow, it's intense, and then when you're done, it's like feeling good. And I've been training this way since I was a teenager. And the bottom line, it works. You're not overtraining, you're not undertraining, and it feels good, and it's so good for building those bones. That bone density, it really is.
So 4 to 8, not 48.
Correct. Now, if you do 48, it means the resistance is too light. 4 to 8. All right? What? You want to be done? What?
I'm so good at it.
You are really good at it.
You're our model, Terry.
That's the model kind.
Thank you so
Stand
much.
here, keep in mind. Stand here, you model.
So these are just a couple of things that you can do to get stronger. Now, people talk about the shoulders, right? Grab this for a second. Let me see, Terry. Let me. There you go. So, let's say you want to get your shoulders strong, right? Put your feet over you this way. And I see people in the gym, they take the dumbbells and they go like this. You ever see that?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm in pain just watching it. So let's try this. Like this also is in the manual. So I want you to bring the resistance to the side, but go real slow. Ready? Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Head up, hold on a second. Now, stop for a second. You bring it down for a second. See how your right shoulder's elevated. So we feel a little wider, and that tells me that resistance is too much for the switch. This is light. Switch. So just in the corner of my eye, I saw how shoulder was leaning, right? Too high. So on the dime, you stop. You don't know when you're getting hurt. Throw it back. So we're going to go like this. Watch my posture. Feet shoulder width. I'm going to come this way. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Come on up. Hold, and come down. You can do this. You can stand up and do it by yourself if you're without a band if you want to. Let me see you again. That's still too much, right? Okay, so bring it down. So that's too much. You know what we're going to do? Let's bring it, drop it there. I need you to do it with your arms only. Go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let's switch because this is light. Take this one. Yeah. When I go to people's homes, I have every kind of band, of course. Let's see if that's better. Let me see. Better, right? Right, because it's lighter, right. So if I kept pushing her, what would have happened? An injury, correct? So I saw how her shoulder was elevated. You stop immediately. Let's do it again. Real slow. Let's do it. Real slow, real slow, real slow. Hold it right there. Now come down. Excellent. Let me see you guys. You're very slow. Too much. Yeah. Let me see. Not bad. Good. Okay. That's too much. I'm gonna switch it. Actually, you know what? Can you flip back and forth with her with that thing? Yeah, I think it's much. Feel it right there? It's hard, right? But if you do resistance and it's too much, then you got to make it lighter. I don't have enough bands with me. I apologize. I just got here 4 days ago, so all my equipment isn't here yet. It will be. So if every time you do a weight training and strength, you got to go like this and compensate. No good. You want everything to be smooth. When you lift, you want it smooth.
And you want your thumbs down, palms down.
Yes, internal rotation, right. When your thumbs are down, it's internal rotation. This is neutral, this is external rotation. Great question. So, take a breath now. If you go wider, it's going to be harder. So keep your feet closer. Thank you. And we go this way. And this is great for building the shoulder muscles. You can also do it in front if you want, right? Another way. Just to show you. And then behind as well. So if you do behind, you have to anchor onto something. Like, say this.
Let me sit in it.
Yeah, can you sit it? Yeah, please. Thank you. I was like, that's going to be a problem. So if I want to train my back of my shoulders this way, or the middle of my back this way. But I don't have to jerk it. You don't need to do that. People throw those kettlebells around all the time. It's painful just to watch. But there's so many, there's so many different things you can do. Your chest, your arms. Now, I hear this from women all the time. They always worry about the back of their arms. Right, ladies? How do I get rid of this, right?
Yes.
One of the great ways is what I call it is a kickback, where you step on the tubing this way, the band this way, and you karate chop backwards. Now, you don't ever stand up, please. You can even do this without weights as well. Watch my arms. Go like this, and I want you to extend your elbows back. You feel the back of your arms? Squeeze. I'm going to come around real quick. Let me see. Bring it close together here, and bend your elbow. Always bend for the elbows, right? Got it. So it's a karate chop back. Do it a couple times. You got perfect, sir. Nice work. Good. You see? Excellent. How you doing? Yep. If you lean down, you feel a little more. You need to rotate your exercise. I'll talk to you about it. Yeah. You guys feel the back of your arms? Yes?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
When I used to do this with my hands like this, and then turn my hands like this, and then turn my hands
If you
like
keep
that.
rotating, the problem is you're putting too much strain on your elbow and your forearm.
So just
Neutral, right. So when you do, it's a great question. When you do a tricep kickback, which is what this is, I like this better. When you start rotating, you put a lot of strain here.
No, I mean, I don't move it while I'm doing it. I just do this first, a couple of sets, and then I do this.
It's okay, no problem, but other muscles are going to come into play. If you rotate your arm, okay, then the biceps kick in at a certain point here. You want it to be a tricep exercise. So if you're going to go like this, you hit the bicep. You want the tricep. See what I'm doing? It's an extension. The elbow extends, works the back of the arms. You get it? Elbows extend. And if you go slower, feel it back here? Okay, lean forward and go extend all the way back. Extend further, how about now? There you go, see, right. So now you're doing a bicep curl, what you're doing. Let's fix this, it's okay. I want you to just start here in this position and go from the elbows only. Extend your elbows. Elbows, don't use your shoulders. Feel it now? Better, right? There you go. You see, I know you got it there. Squeeze. Good. You feel it? Listen. You don't want to move your shoulders. Everything is here. The elbows extend. Don't move your shoulders at all. Bend. Now bend your arms. 1 second, I'll show you something. Yeah, so I need you to extend your elbows. So your elbows start here and then just go back. They bend forward, so it's just, see the difference? Right. So the extension of the elbows. Hold it, feel that?
Yes.
And then bend your arms forward. Right. Make sense?
So bending over is important?
You might need it, yeah. I mean, you can do it standing here. If you go like this, it's good. If you bend over a little bit, it's a little easier. And if you take a free weight, I have some dumbbells here. So if I do it with a dumbbell, right? Let me show you guys this for a second. So if you do a dumbbell, you can do it like this, right? Some people go like this. But if I'm so straight, see what happens? I feel how like my shoulder feels. Now I take a little bit of the weight off. Much more comfortable. But not bending over so much where you're keeling over. Just about 20, 30 degrees. Got it? And I'll really feel the back of my arms. Notice my shoulder doesn't move, right? See, ladies? You guys are really working. My shoulder, it doesn't move. And in reality-wise, it's pretty much impossible to isolate muscles because we're attached to different parts, right? So, did my shoulder kick in? Yes. A lot? Not really, but a little bit it does. You can't help it. So when someone says we're going to isolate a muscle, it's very difficult. You can isolate more, but can you fully isolate anything? It's impossible. Make sense? You guys having fun? Someone said to me, suppose they fall asleep on you. That's not going to happen on my clock. Ladies, thank you so much. You're awesome. You guys had a good workout, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many things we can do to get stronger. So when you do this kind of workout, where you train your legs, your back, your shoulders, your abdominals, biceps, triceps, upper back, everything, you're going to build muscular strength. And you can go do all the walking you want, which is great. You can eat better, which is also really great. But you want to have good posture. You want your mobility to improve, right? Also, another thing too, by the way, guys, is please don't wear worn-out sneakers. I tell people all the time, they go, oh, I have a doctor friend of mine. I love this guy, Dr. Steve. And if I make fun of him, he will not get offended. In fact, I'll tell you. Okay? He's a great surgeon in Peachtree Corners, Georgia. You heard of that? Okay, I go, Steve, how old are these sneakers? 7, 8 years old. I'm like, you're a surgeon, you make $3 million a year, you're wearing sneakers that are 7 years old? Would that drive you crazy? Right? So he goes, they're good. I go, Steve, they're not. See my point? So, and when I see him, he walks funny. I go, get a new pair of shoes. I speak the other day, where's your new sneakers? He curses at me, it's hysterical. But people have their priorities, right? He'll buy artwork for $20,000, no problem. But a new pair of sneakers is a fight with me. Crazy, right? He's one of my best clients, great guy. Like, what are you waiting for, right? So, good sneakers matter. I know you like your high heels, Mary, I get it. However, don't wear them to work out.
No, I don't.
So there's so many things we can do to improve our posture, our walking patterns, our strength. My question to you is, can you make a decision to do it? I'm happy to help you. You guys all fill out a form. You'll be getting a copy of the book, Fire Your Diet, like I said. I'll text you also this way. I'll tell you, it might go in the junk file. You'll get that. If you have other questions, want to talk about other things, I'm here for you as well. And I'm so happy to be in the Villages. Very, very excited. And I want to see you guys live longer than you ever thought. I'm blessed that my father lived 4 extra years. My mom, may she rest in peace as well, started smoking at age 12 and stopped at age 49. It's a miracle she lived to be over 82 years old. And I know I added years to her life by having us do the slow strength training, having her eat better. It was an honor to take care of her. And if you have children who can take care of you, that's also a blessing. A big blessing. So, if I can do anything for you, come see me personally. I'll talk to you. I'm happy to. And I'm sure I'll see you in the Villages as well. Okay? And next time we come here, we'll do the goat shake samples as well. And you guys will like that as well. So, I appreciate you, Mary. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Especially in the beginning of this time.